live, as I said. So I want to welcome everyone to today's live. If this is your first time joining the live, please feel free to introduce yourself. And we're going to get started in a second. I'm just making sure some people are notified and people are aware that we're joining. So I'm going to pin this to the top. Discovering Natural. This is Discovering Natural page. We have people coming on right now, joining us. I appreciate it. Today is a wonderful day because today we have a guest speaker and someone who is certified. She's a friend and I've been to her business, and I will not bring you guys anybody that I feel that is not wakba, okay? Which is the person is not great. I will not do that. So before we get started, in introduction, if you don't know who I am, my name is Shola, and this is Discovering Natural Facebook page. We are also on Instagram, Discovering Natural, YouTube, Discovering Natural, where you can see all our videos and everything we do, and anywhere else on this platform, Discovering Natural. So please do me a favor. If you belong to YouTube groups anywhere, I want you guys to do what I'm doing. I want you guys to share this message, share this live chat, because it's going to help someone. You don't want to hold up. Helping other people is going to help someone. So with that being said, we have about 17 people on right now. Have you guys shared? And I am doing this. I'm going to share it on our Facebook group, Discovering Natural group. So we have a Facebook group called Discovering Natural. And on that group, that's where you also get one-on-one help for your hair, your kids' hair. You can post pictures, you can go live, you can do whatever. Is a sisterhood. So with that being said, I have the link right here. You guys will see there's a link over here where you can become a guest when we're doing the Q&A. So please, so please, I want you guys to use that link, because the person that's coming on, she'll be able to look at you or look at your scalp or do something of that sort during the Q&A. With that being said, I would like to invite our speaker of the day, and her name is Dabs, and let's add her onto the screen. Let me do this. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add her to the screen. Hey!
Hi.
Hi,
Thanks
Dabs.
for having me.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And please, let's start off with an introduction. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. When I got the invitation, I was like, yay! Because you're so much fun. I love your energy and I love your quest for knowledge. You're
Thank you.
always sharing something. And yeah. So hi everyone. My name is Davs Ogoru. I am a certified trichologist, a cosmetologist, and I have a practice here in Houston. I help a lot of women dealing with hair loss. Some women more of hair management. So they've gone past recovery and now we're just managing the hair loss. I deal with a lot of scalp issues like psoriasis, dandruff, all the things that we're going to be discussing today. So yeah, I approach things from a holistic angle. So I prefer to use holistic ingredients, holistic treatments than drugs or chemicals. And I found a lot of results from the holistic angle, Ayurvedic treatment. So that's basically what I do up in here.
Yeah. And I've been to your opening. I came to your opening. That was last year, I believe. Was it last year?
January.
Yeah,
It feels
January.
like last year because of all the things
Yes,
happening.
and she
But
has.
yeah.
You know what? Place is so beautiful. She has a wonderful place, and I vlogged it, so you'll be able to, if you want the link, I can put the link there, but you can watch the video on our channel, family channel, DN Vlogs Live. Okay, so we're gonna start because this is gonna be in 1 hour. We're gonna wrap this up. This is a lunch break quick. Okay, so we're gonna start off. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And thank you so much. I see people have been sharing this. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So let's start off with quick. The first question is statement. I want you to talk to me or talk to us about the importance of having good scalp health, because that's the topic today.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So I want you to discuss with us the importance of good scalp health.
Okay,
So
okay, I
yes.
thought you were gonna
No,
okay, I
you
thought
are
you were asking the
professional now.
question. Oh, right. Okay, great. That's a very good topic because a lot of people will spend so much time on length of hair, having shiny hair, beautiful defined curls, and their scalp is filled with dandruff, buildup, and all of that stuff. So, the health of your scalp is super important, and it usually is a reflection of your internal. So the scalp is like the only living aspect of your hair. So all of this is dead, accumulated cells, but the scalp is where the growth happens. So if you don't have a healthy scalp, then the growth, you might see it, but how healthy are the strands? How in the next 20 years, 30 years, are you still gonna have hair on your head? So those are the kind of things that you should consider when you want to focus on the health of the scalp. Now, SCALP is actually an acronym, and it stands for, let me see, let me get it for you. It stands for skin. The S is skin. The C is connective tissue. So there's a whole network of things going on under the surface of our head. And then the A is for aponeurotica loose connective tissue. So still, more connective tissue. And then the P is for the pericranium, which is the bone, right? So all of that makes up the scalp.
Okay.
Now, when you're dealing with your scalp, you should be focusing on the hair follicles. The hair follicles are the hole or the access you have to your scalp, to your connective tissues. So if you have a hair follicle that is clogged up, that is filled with buildup, that is dirty, that is completely blocked, then most times your hair will not grow out healthy. So, in a nutshell, the essence of the caring for your scalp is so that you can have healthy, lasting hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So if the scalp is not good, if your scalp is not doing good, I hear this thing where people say if your scalp is not doing good, then the hair that is even growing might not be, the strongest hair, might not be the healthiest
exactly,
hair. Okay, okay. That's
exactly.
good.
Yeah,
That's good. Thank
yeah.
you. So now the next discussion we want to have quickly is about problems that can affect you having healthy hair growth from the scalp. So what kind of problems do you see in your line of work that people should be aware of?
Right. So most times, it's like a cumulative effort from your internals and your externals. So your internals sometimes will affect how your scalp behaves, right? So sometimes, a lot of women deal with hormonal issues, so hormonal imbalances. Sometimes it could be diseases like diabetes or PCOS or something that would trigger some hormonal imbalances. Now, once the imbalance is taking effect, one of the first things that falls out is your hair. Your hair will fall out because our hair is like almost an afterthought of the body. So
Mhm.
your hair, nails, those are like the extra cells. So
Yeah.
those will usually reflect what's happening internally. So one of the issues that I see a lot of is crown thinning from stress, and it's a condition called telogen effluvium.
Okay.
So telogen effluvium will usually cause your hair to fall out when you have any kind of stress or you've
Mhm.
introduced any medication that causes your hair to fall out.
Okay.
So that's one of the things I see. Another thing I see is sometimes it could be your genes. Genetically, you are predisposed to androgens that cause an attack. It's almost like an attack on your hair follicles. Now, that one is autoimmune, meaning
Okay.
we don't know what causes it and we don't know how to get rid of it. In those cases, that's where hair loss management comes in. And that's where I have all my different remedies like illusion crochet, cranial prosthesis. Those things help with the management of the hair loss.
Okay.
Now we have like issues coming from even hygiene. So like ringworm, lice, some of those kind of um, bed mites and all those type of things. Those things are usually caused by hygiene and maybe a poor hygiene, or you've exposed yourself to somebody who has a poor hygiene, or your beddings or your clothing is not properly washed, and then you have like stuff like ringworm. And then we have things that are from the overproduction of cells on the scalp, and that usually will lead to dandruff. There's like a yeast that would usually overproduce the cells on your scalp. So you have buildup, you have scaling, you have white stuff in your hair. So that dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, a bunch of psoriasis, eczema. So the scalp has different, I guess, reactions to different things. Sometimes it can even be products. Like there's something called contact dermatitis, where if you use like a harsh chemical, like a relaxer, like a, glue. I've seen two clients of mine that bonding glue, the bonding glue
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
weave
Yes.
caused contact dermatitis. They
Wow.
not only lost their hair, but they now have inflammation and sores on their from
Wow.
the bonding glue. So your scalp can act in different ways, and the important thing is to pick up on how it's acting and immediately address it by seeking professional help. A lot of people go to the school of YouTube,
Yes.
and that school
That's why
has
I'm
its
bringing you.
skills.
That's why I'm bringing you here. And I always, I'm always contacting you and sending
Yes,
people to you.
yes, thank
Because I'm like,
you, thank
I
you.
just, I'm in the school
Yeah.
of YouTube, but I'll send people, I say, oh, check out my friend, check out, you guys. I don't know this one though.
Right. Because a lot of people will see so many things. So they're just trying different things. And the problem with that is you're not able to identify exactly what is the remedy. So by the time you're trying different things, there's no process of elimination to see, okay, maybe it's this or this or this, and you're just trying different things. But a professional will have enough case study to have
Yes.
seen, a lot of people with the same condition to quickly identify what the issue is and to know how to treat it.
Yes, that was good. Thank you, thank you. And I agree with you. A lot of times we try this, and one thing that I see people doing a lot of times is when they have issues, especially with their scalp, they want to see, if somebody else says, "Oh yes, I've had this before," there might be different degrees and different variations. So
Yeah.
it's very important for them to see a certified trichologist. Okay, there's a difference. So that goes on to my next question is the difference in the resolutions and the importance, actually the importance of consulting a certified trichologist. So I want you to talk more about that, why people need to consult people like you in the field when they're having
Right.
issues beyond their control.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, I think I just said that too. So one of the major issues is the fact that they have already empirical data. We have already empirical data. We have case study. We have people that look exactly like your condition. So once we see it, then we already know the direction to go. Whereas if you were just trying to figure it out by yourself, then you might be trying too many things. So you're kind of exposing yourself, even sometimes, to going back,
Yeah.
regressing instead of progressing. So that's one of the major issues. Another thing is we also work in hand with dermatologists, and
Mm-hmm.
other holistic practitioners, so that if you need to be referred, then if it's coming from a certified trichologist, most of these professionals will take you more seriously because
Mm-hmm.
they know that you're coming with some knowledge, some backing, than if you just approach them and sometimes they'll just give you like a generic
Mm-hmm.
drug or a generic treatment. Now, a trichologist, most of us are actual cosmetologists. So we're
Mm-hmm.
not only diagnosing, we can even apply the products, apply the treatments, treat your hair, comb, show you different techniques to
Yeah.
manage the condition. A lot of people, when they have these internal issues,
Mm-hmm.
when it's showing up externally on your scalp, you just treat your hair the way you've been treating your hair the past 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. No, your strategy has to change from how you shampoo to how you comb your hair to how you part your hair to how you apply products. All of that has to be changed, and so a trichologist will be able to help you build that regimen so that okay, I do this, I do a protein treatment here, I do a moisture here, I do this, I do that. So yeah, the trichologist is kind of like your touchlight. It's going to show you the path that you should go. Yeah, that's basically what. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And one thing that some people have issues with, especially when you say, okay, you need to see a professional, is that they don't know what to expect. So some of them,
Right.
can you, okay, so if I was coming to
Yeah.
you as someone
Right.
that maybe I've been having this burning sensation in my scalp, I've tried everything, nothing has worked, and then I go to, I say, okay, I need to see a trichologist, and I come to you,
Mhm.
what should I expect?
Okay, so that's a very great question,
Mhm.
because I guess every trichologist has different methodologies and different priorities, but
Mhm.
usually overboard, what you would first of all have is a hair and scalp examination.
Okay.
Now, that hair and scalp examination, we use a trichoscope or a microscope to enlarge. We see your scalp and we see your hair on a large scale, and we're able to identify the problem areas.
Okay.
Now, after I do that, I also do an elasticity test to see how your curls spring back. I do a porosity test and a density. Now, if you have any kind of bald patches or anything like that, just to keep ourselves accountable, I will measure the whole bald patch to
Mhm.
see on the day you came to me where it's at, and if
Okay.
you can move it so that the numbers get less and less and less. So
Okay.
usually that's what it will entail. It will be a full-on hair and scalp examination. For people dealing with diffuse thinning, I'll do
Mhm.
something called a strand pull test, where I'll
Okay.
pull at your strand, and depending on how much hair comes out, I know the degree to which their hair loss is.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good because guess what, girl, I'm setting up an appointment with you after this one because I'm like, I want to first bring her on the screen for people to know her and know that she's a real person and it's not somebody that, like a lot of YouTubers, they just go to a salon and boom, they'll throw this person at you. And I'm like, I don't even know. We don't have a one-on-one with that person.
Right,
But now
right.
we've had a one-on-one. I've come to your place.
Yeah.
I've eaten your food, you
You
know, I've
have.
eaten your cake. So now, and also I've consult, you live in Houston, Texas, Sugarland, Houston, Texas, you are based in Houston, Texas, but you
Mhm.
consult with people from all over the world.
All over,
So just
all over.
because you are in Houston, Texas, USA, doesn't mean that you can't consult with other people. Okay, so do you have any other, before we move on to the Q&A section, because we have a lot of people on the live right now and people are asking questions, so we're going to move on to the Q&A session of this live chat. Do you have any other thing to add on to what you've said, or we've said
No,
everything?
I'm excited to hear the question. Usually, the questions will inform me on what people are thinking and how I can help.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going to go on to the questions that we have for NHCG, and NHCG just stands for
Niger hair can grow.
Niger hair can grow. So our girl here, she's a Nigerian, just like me. So
Niger
people
baby.
that people that think our hair can't
Right.
grow, it can grow. So let's start off with the first question.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the first question from Gloria Jones Harris. And she said, I believe this is how to make your scalp healthy. So this question is for NHCG Trichology. So what do you
Yeah.
say?
Okay. So one of the major things with scalp health, as I said, internally and externally, is moisture. You want to be able to drink a lot of water internally, taking a lot of water. You're drinking. I'm telling
Yes,
you, it's a struggle, but we need
it's a
it. You
struggle.
drink,
I'm
you
peeing a
drink a
lot.
lot. I know. That's the byproduct or consequence. So you drink a lot of water and also you give your hair a lot of moisture. So our hair usually is, as I said earlier, dead cells, accumulated dead cells. So usually, especially because our hair is curlier, it's harder for the sebum, which is produced on the scalp, to go over the strands and coat the strands and nourish the strands. So we have to compensate by using moisture-rich products, water-based products, spirits to help with just maintaining the how the hair feels and even how the scalp is. Also, another thing is nourish your scalp with oils that are penetrative, so essential oils or with carrier oils, of course. But as I said, the sebum is not enough to go through
Yeah.
our hair, so you have to nourish your scalp with oils and stuff that will penetrate into the follicles and nourish it from within.
Okay. And one thing
Of course, and
yeah,
shampoo.
shampoo. Yes.
People do the co-wash, and I mean it's okay, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
your go-to. A lot of people are getting so lazy about this whole, I want to co-wash, I want to co-wash, but you're keeping the build-up from the
Yeah.
dirt. You're not cleansing your scalp. You're not taking away the build-up. So yeah, that's very, very bad for the hair. So shampoo your hair at least twice a month, every two
Yes.
weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, use
And
shampoo.
yeah, and one thing I should tell you all, is that she also has a product line.
Oh
This
yeah.
is one of our products in our product line. This is
That's the shampoo
dandruff
time.
and itchy scalp product. But she has a product line. She just even started a lemon line. So can you talk
Yeah,
to us
I'm
quick?
going to send you. I'm going to send you a care package. Don't worry.
Yes, yay. So you guys, let's
Yeah, your girl.
yeah, so you guys, she has, you can actually, for people wondering, a link and all that stuff, I'm going to just show you our page. There's a link right here. Let me share the screen, because you guys know I always like sharing screen. So I'm going to share a screen. Okay. So
Okay.
here is the screen for our product, our information. All our information is linked. Let me see, linked tree NHCG Trichology. I'm gonna paste it here so that you all can see it. And let me go so you all can see it. Please keep track of that link, and that link will be able to take you to all our information, how to book appointments, how to schedule products, latest YouTube, everything she needs, okay, that you need for your hair. So let's continue right here. Okay. So
Mhm.
next question we have is, let me go back to make sure that I get the next question. So next question we have is coming all the way from Portia. Hey, hi Portia. So Portia
Hey, I know
says,
Portia.
Portia.
Yeah, she told me you sent her to me. Yeah. Hi,
Oh,
Portia.
good, good. So Portia is one of the ones that I sent to her. So Portia says, yes, co-wash was a problem for me, and she had a lot of build-up. So now you guys can see that Portia has had experience working with NHCG Trichology, and you don't have to live in the same area, but yeah, so that is one thing. If you're someone that you co-wash all the time, you might want to try the good old shampoo. you
Right.
know. So yeah, okay. So I have as I'm gonna just Akul says, are you based in London? As I said, she's
Mhm.
based in US, but you can actually contact her on what is the
I
best
do
way?
virtual I do virtual consultations. If you go on my website, there's a consultation bar, and the virtual consultations you can click and you can schedule one, and I'll be happy to
Okay.
consult with you. We just have to sort out the time difference and then find a mutual time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in
Mm-hmm.
this day and age with this koro, which that is what I call it, a lot of people, you can't even come to the stores, you can't come. So people are doing
Yes.
virtual. So
Virtual, yeah.
virtual works
Mm.
fine. Yeah.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
you
I
guys
agree.
can connect with her virtually. Don't feel
Yeah.
that you can't connect with her. Um, so also Portia says most of the scalp conditions I've experienced and happy now to have NHCG Trichology in my life. So you guys,
Yes.
please patronize. I put my name behind it, and you guys know I'm raw. I'm raw. I'm truthful. What you see is what you get. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you, Portia. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Kemi says she shampoos every week on a wash day, but her scalp is all itchy again in a day or two. Help. What say you?
First of all, shampooing every week. Okay, it depends on a few things. What kind of shampoo are you using? If you're using a shampoo that strips your hair off, meaning it's filled with harsh suffocants like sodium, SLS, and all those kind of harsh chemicals, then usually it will strip your hair off harshly and then cause you to itch. Yes, your scalp will be dry and the itching will most likely happen. So you have to examine the type of shampoo you're using. You have to use something that is mild most times, moisturizing, aloe based with essential oil, something that will soothe your scalp, not just strip it completely like you're washing. And if you're doing it every week, then of course there's a propensity for it to be dry because you're not allowing the sebum to coat the hair. And I don't know, do you live an active lifestyle? What's causing you to wash every week? Is that dandruff for your scalp? If there is, and maybe the flaking happens, then I understand washing every week, but then you have to consider the type of shampoo you're using and maybe compensate by using essential oils on your scalp to soothe the itching, to create a barrier of protection on your scalp. So,
Okay.
yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
know what kind of shampoo you're using.
Yeah, so Kemi, you can consult with her. Please consult with her because it could be so many things like what she
Yeah.
said, and she'll be able to help you out a lot. One thing that I started using was I do wash every week, but I realized over time that I do shampoo and then I do a gentle shampoo, a very mild shampoo. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
co-wash, but it
Mm-hmm.
cleanses,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't like strip
Great.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that helps a lot.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
one question that I is actually a comment from Iman, and she said yes because she has scalp psoriasis. So a lot of
Right.
people that I know have
Yeah.
these issues with scalp psoriasis. So can you just
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so scalp psoriasis these triggers can be so variant. So different triggers can cause scalp psoriasis. It could be you're genetically predisposed to it. It could be the food you're eating. Sometimes if you're eating something that triggers it, like sugary stuff with the yeast and all that, it could cause scalp psoriasis. And usually I would say it's a management. You have to manage scalp
Yeah.
psoriasis. You can get rid. There are some products that you can get rid of it completely, but I would tell you that even sometimes your weather can affect
Mm,
the degree. So it can be calm and okay during the summer months where there's humidity, and once it's the winter, once it's dry, then it starts acting up again. So you have to manage scalp psoriasis with products that would help with the skin, to soothe the skin, products that will help also to take out the buildup and the things that cause the psoriasis to flare up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So examine the products you're using. I don't know
Yeah.
what products you're using, but there are products that help with managing scalp psoriasis.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. So the next one, this is from Catherine Webster, and she says, "Good day, everyone. Hey, what products do you have for low porosity hair, please?"
Okay, so low porosity hair is, for people that might not know, is your hair cuticles lay flatter. It's more difficult for them to absorb the moisture because of how flat they're laying. And so for products that deal with low porosity, you want products that are able to penetrate your cuticles. And I would say it's more about technique than the products,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because if you use any kind of steam or heat to make your cuticles swell up,
Mm-hmm.
then your products are able to penetrate better.
Yeah.
So it should be more about you examining the technique as to how you apply your products. Some
Mm-hmm.
people will put their product in like a warm bath just to warm everything up and
Mm-hmm.
then apply. That
Okay.
helps. Or you wear a shower cap when you're having a shower, and that will help with the steam and open up your cuticles, and then you apply. One of the things you shouldn't be doing is using heavy products with low porosity hair, because the hair tends to build up. So you want to use lighter weight products like a spritz, like a detangler spritz. You just spritz on your hair. That will usually help with the moisture, especially if you're not shampooing every 2 weeks. So if you're not someone who shampoos
Yeah.
a lot, you don't want to have buildup on your hair. Your hair will end up looking greasy. Your hair will end up looking limp, and you know that look.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so with low porosity, you want to get products that are actually not too heavy, like those heavy butters, those
Mm-hmm.
heavy creams. You want stuff that are more like lotions, lightweight creams type of thing.
Okay. And
Yeah.
she was also wondering, do you ship to
Mhm.
Angola? I
I
hope I said.
think so. Like if there's I mean, I use USPS. So if there's a
Yeah.
post office where you are, I can ship to wherever you are. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Oh, that's
Then
nice.
yeah. So we have I hope I'm saying the name right. Kengi the Jesus.
Inkeng.
Okay,
Inkeng.
Keng.
Some Inkeng.
So she says, please talk about allergies to braiding hair. I can't find a brand that won't make my scalp itch and irritate. I still want my hair braided. I use yarn. Yarn doesn't itch.
I was just about to say yarn. Yeah, because what happens is the quinoculon hair, those synthetic hairs have been coated with a lot of chemicals. I did a
Yeah.
whole thing on my Instagram the other time about the chemicals that they use to coat the hair.
Yes,
So
I
those
watched
chemicals,
that.
yeah, those chemicals seep into your follicles, and it causes the irritation, especially if you have sensitive scalp. So some people use the apple cider vinegar rinse to try and rinse the hair.
Yeah.
You could try that for braiding hair, or you could upgrade to human braiding hair.
Hmm.
So I know with human braiding hair, the coating is not as much or something. They
Hmm.
do, I know they use chemicals,
Yeah.
but it might not be as intense as the quinoculon hair. And
Yeah.
also yarn is a good
Hmm.
alternative to that. And this yarn is so beautiful. I saw the style, I was like, and
I
it's
tell
lightweight,
you,
right?
what?
Is it lightweight? Is it
Very
lightweight?
lightweight. It
Wow.
feels like my hair. The only time that it's heavy
Wow.
weighted is when I wash it. But the older
Yeah,
it gets, the more natural it looks. So the more
it's so
it looks
nice.
better. This is week 4. I'm entering week 4 now. I've never let
Wow.
it my hair last
Wow.
in. But
It
one
looks
thing I
like
should
love.
it does. And one thing I should
Mhm.
say is that you're on your Instagram page, which is an amazing Instagram page. Your Insta stories
Oh,
are
thank
very
you.
interactive. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
really gets you. I'm like in school taking notes on your Instagram stories. You actually put a picture on Instagram several I think back in March, where you went
Okay.
and you bought this hair from Fruities. I think Fruities
Oh
is
yeah,
actually
yeah, pre-trend,
pre-rinsed.
pre-rinse.
And I went on the it's pre-rinsed, and I even did a vlog on my family channel, DM vlogs, like me going shopping to buy it because my daughter wanted to start braiding her hair.
Right.
But I was like, for me, I'm like, okay, let me teach her how to braid with 99 cents hair, because they do
Mm-hmm.
have they have pre-rinsed hair from
Pre-rinse
Fitting.
hair,
How
ACG
was
hair.
that?
It felt great. Like I
Mm,
usually will get some itching with synthetic, really synthetic hair,
yeah.
like all those expressions and stuff. But then with this particular brand, it just felt like they've done some, even feel like human hair. They've done
Mm,
some processing on the hair to make it really feel lightweight, like your hair, no itching, no.
yeah.
And also another thing I wanted to talk about is the trimming. Like sometimes the braiding, if you don't trim your the way the hair is trimmed,
Yeah.
because it's synthetic hair, it can be,
Poking.
choking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could also cause the allergies that you're dealing with. So just focus on maybe the way it's also trimmed and also the type of hair you're using.
Awesome, awesome. This is good information. So the next
Yeah.
question we have is from Mali Waja. Please,
Mm.
can topical use of MSM help with scalp issue?
Yeah, so MSM is a sulfur essentially, and it's a chemical. So I would say whenever we're dealing with stuff like that, you don't want to use 100% of it,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
because I can tell you now, no, it's not going to affect you. And
Yeah.
then you have a total different DNA makeup from me, and you use it and it affects you. So I
Mm-hmm.
always like to say for stuff like that, you need to kind of mix it with something that is
Yes.
mild
Yes.
and something gentle, something safe, maybe
Mm-hmm.
aloe vera gel, something that would kind of calm it down. And also, you want to know the dosage. How
Mm-hmm.
much of it are you putting in there? Why are you using it in the first
Mm-hmm.
place? And also be conscious of the effects.
Yes.
So I'm guessing maybe she has had some issues with using it, or maybe she has heard of someone having issues, because one of
Yeah.
the issues I hear from MSM is the dryness. It causes the
Yes.
hair to be dry. So
Yeah.
look for moisturizing ingredients, like as I said, the aloe gel, to maybe make it up and make it milder.
Yeah, I ingest MSM for my
Okay.
joints, but I do use the MSM powder. I put a
Mm-hmm.
little bit in my
Mm-hmm.
hair oil and
Shampoo. Okay.
in my kids' hair oil. All their hair oil has a little bit of the MSM powder, and they've never
Mm-hmm.
had any issues. But that is
Issues.
the thing, a little bit, just I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like this much in a
Yeah.
4 ounce,
Yeah.
and we shake it and we use it, but we also make sure we shampoo our hair every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. Hair is getting
Mm-hmm.
shampooed for the girls, and for me, I do my normal shampoo process with hard and mild shampoo and stuff, and
Right. Right.
understanding that is very important. So
Very,
the
very.
next one, we have Ryan. Hi, Ryan. So Ryan says, hi everyone, I noticed that the
Yeah.
temple area front of my scalp, the hair grows lighter in color there and is shorter. How can I
Mm-hmm.
get it to grow out? Is this a scalp issue or is it genetic?
Okay, so that is sounding very, very much like early stages of the androgenetic hair loss, which is what happens when your scalp or your hair. I wanted to. How old is he? It
How this,
depends.
yeah,
Yeah, right. I
it,
would like to. Is a guy or a
it's
girl?
a girl. Oh,
Is
Ryan
it a
is my
girl?
sister. She's my little sister. She's a
Oh,
girl. Not
okay.
from another mother and another father.
I know, I know. I see the name. Okay, I thought it was actually a guy. Because if it's a guy, sometimes, the as it grows, in fact, it could even be a girl too. As it grows out, the hair is called the miniaturization of the hair shaft. So the hair shaft in those affected areas, if you have androgenetic hair loss or alopecia,
Mm-hmm.
those areas, the hair will fall off through the growth cycle. So you know the cycle: anagen,
Yes.
catagen, and telogen. Now, when it's time for it to come out in the anagen stage, it's not coming out as a strong hair. It's coming out miniaturized. It's coming out smaller. It's coming out thinner and weaker. So that usually will happen when you have androgenetic alopecia. So I don't know if that's what she's dealing with, or if she means like right in front, then it could just be vellus hair, which is like the hair on your skin.
On your
So
skin, yeah.
obviously that hair usually, like when people say they have baby hairs, so sometimes those baby hairs are vellus hair, so the hair is not growing out thick and colored and strong like the rest of the hair. So I don't know how much of her
Wow,
content she needs.
this is good information. This is good information. So we have Asirua Harriet
Okay.
from
Okay.
Milan, Italy. She says, I was wondering if too much protein is good with low porosity hair.
That's a very good question, because the whole protein and moisture balance
Yeah.
can be very dicey for a lot of people. So too much protein is not good for any type of hair. What happens is our hair is protein. Our hair, the building blocks of our hair is essentially a protein called keratin. So if you use enough keratin to compensate, because that's what you're trying to do when you're
Yeah.
doing protein, to compensate for the missing protein bonds on your hair strand. So if you use protein to compensate weak ends, brittle ends, then you will see the effects. Now, when you use excess of it, because what are the effects? The effects are your hair will feel stronger, it will break off less, right? Now, when you use excess of it, you've made your hair too strong, so that it's now breaking off, because it's just too, hair is supposed to be malleable, hair is supposed to, the hydrogen bonds in hair, once water hits them, they're supposed to relax. But when you now have too much protein in your hair doesn't relax as much and it just starts to break off. So in that case, I would say any type of hair should not have excess protein in it. And you will know that when your hair starts to break off excessively after a protein treatment.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I added, for the people asking for our information on Instagram, I added it on their NHCG
Yeah,
Trichology.
see you over there.
Yeah, so please consult her. And Ryan, she was saying that she's 32 years old. Uh,
Okay.
okay, so Cami said, I bought a 100% aloe vera leaf and it left so much residue on my hair. How can you use it effectively? So like aloe vera leaf, I
Okay.
use aloe vera leaf, but I have to sieve it, like strain
Yeah,
it.
right,
Yeah.
right. Does it leave build up on your hair? I think it depends on how much you use. Do
And if you
you have
didn't
build up?
Yeah, I think if you didn't strain it, if you don't
Yeah,
strain it, it's gonna leave residue on the hair. So she said, so Catherine just told her that I blend the leaf and strain it with a
yeah,
t-shirt and knee eye. Okay, that's good.
right,
That's
right.
good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we also had a question from Cami. She says, do certain hair oils soften up the hair?
So oils don't moisturize. So if you mean soften, you mean moisture, right? You
Yeah.
mean your hair is receiving some kind of water-based product. So
Mhm.
oils will not soften your hair. What oils do is they coat your strands so that your strands they seal in the moisture of whatever your hair has already absorbed. So if you're looking for something to soften your hair, you should be focusing on a moisture rich ingredients
Yeah.
like aloe vera or like honey, humectants, glycerin, and stuff like that. But you shouldn't depend on any hair oil to soften your hair.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
we right now we don't have any more question that I'm seeing, and I'm gonna taper down this live chat so that we can all finish up our lunch. And I want to say thank you. Is there any information you want to share with us? Like your products? Do you have any products you want to show us or anything at all?
Okay. I do have a bunch of products, but my latest one, which is great for the summer, is
Okay.
the hair lemonade that she was talking about.
Yes.
So this product is so delicious, guys. If you like products that smell yummy, that make your hair feel moisture. Who was talking about soft hair? This is
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Because you want to be reaching out to ingredients that are soft, that will make your hair feel better and soft. This has aloe vera juice. It has extracts from the lemon verbena tree. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to research that afterwards, just go and research lemon verbena. It
Mm-hmm.
has excellent ingredients, excellent nutritious nutrients from that tree that help with the hair, help with dandruff, dryness, all of those things that are not good for the hair. Citric acid. It has vitamin E oil. If you know anything about
Oh
hair
yeah.
care, vitamin E oil is one of the top things. And then the lemon and tea tree essential oils, which are excellent for the scalp. So yes, this is our latest product and it's just a limited edition for the summer months. I just wanted something really refreshing, even for my hair, because that's all I use. All my products are what I use since I started, and my hair is feeling much better. It's feeling healthier. I'm able to detangle without losing so much hair. And in the summer months, I feel hydrated once I use the products. So yes, you can go to my website. I have so many other products, but this is my summer baby. So yeah, and it's affordable. It will last you a good time, and you will just love the smell. If you love lemonade, because it's called hair lemonade. If you love lemonade, this product is for you.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
guys,
really.
you see, she has a ton of products. She has so many things that you can see. So go to our website. I put a link on the screen where you can book appointments with her. You have so many, and this is the lemonade stuff. Our products are
Yeah.
very affordable, and you know it's coming from someone that has been certified. They have all the backings behind it. So please do check her out, patronize her services. She's a
Thank you.
Black-owned business owner. And
Yes.
yeah, so okay, so you guys go check it out. And I want, on this note, I want to say a big thank you to you, Dabs. Thank you so much
My
for just being
pleasure.
willing to come and talk to my family. This is my family. You can see
Oh,
they're not people that are just going to be like junk. They want answers and they want
I
information. And
know.
I hope that some of them come to patronize your services. Thank you so much. And I'm going to be talking to you after this to set up
Thank
my
you.
appointment. Okay. Because once I
Thank
take this
you.
down and let it go, I need someone to look and
Help
see that
me.
I didn't do any damage. Okay. So thank you so much, Dabs.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Thank you.
you.
I enjoyed every minute of this session. Thank you for the
Thank you.
invitation.
Thank you. Okay, on that note, let me sign off with my people, but everybody say bye to Dabs and let me see.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this live chat. This is the first of many live chats. Let me know if there are people that you want me to bring on this live chat. I can contact them and we can do this lunch break stuff. One question. So Dabs is going to be seeing other questions that you will post. So if you're watching this on a replay, post your questions. I'm going to send it to her. She's going to have this link. It's going to help her out. And please go to that link that is on the screen right now and you can book an appointment. I really appreciate this. I'm going to be going to a salon in the future, very near future, and I'll be taking you all along so that you will see that I myself am patronizing our services. I'm not just here to just show you people. Okay. So let us have a wonderful day. Let us share this information for other people. And you guys be blessed. I'm putting out videos every day on our channel, Discovery Natural channel. So please don't forget to follow us there. Thank you so much for joining us on this live chat. And guess what? I'll see you here on Discover Natural Facebook page, or I'll talk to you one-on-one on our Facebook group, Discovering Natural. Stay blessed, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.